Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to day three of the email marketing challenge. My name is Elisha Jacobs, and I am super excited. I know there is about a 5 and 10 second delay on the live stream, so that is okay, but we're gonna still progress and we are gonna still push through. So thank you so much for joining today's live stream. And we are in day three and we are looking at the email marketing challenge, email marketing strategy part one. It's three parts. So we're going to kickstart our part one. So let's get right into it because I don't want to keep you too long, one. And also, I want to be able to cover as much content as possible in our session today. And so, if you are new to my platform, hello, my name is Elisha Jacobs. I'm an IT strategist and the CEO of Innovative Solutions. I specialize in helping business owners leverage the power of technology to build sustainable businesses for accelerated growth, efficiency, and digitalization. And so, in this series of live trainings, I want you to enhance your experience. And there are four ways in which you can do so. This is through asking questions, accessing the resources, being open to learning, ready to receive, and take the necessary action that you need inside of your business to leverage the power of technology so you can grow and expand a sustainable business. And so, in today's training, I want to talk about how you can start automating your email marketing. And we're going to also look at some of the fundamental features as it relates to exploring email service providers, what you need to be looking for, and what are some of the key elements that you need to have inside of an email service provider as it relates to your overall email marketing strategy and your digital marketing strategy as well. And so we are just going to jump right in. I am going to check the tech just to ensure that everything is working before I actually start the stream. And so we want to talk about automating your email marketing. What does that actually look like? Right? What does that actually look like? And so, what you would find with many email service providers or your email marketing platforms, they have different automation processes. All right, they have different automation processes, but there are some key rule of thumb steps when it comes to automating your email marketing that I want you to pay attention to. And this is more or less the foundation of your email marketing. First thing we need to look at, these are some of the fundamental steps when it comes to automating your email marketing. One of the major things after you would have defined your goals, you know why you're sending out your emails, why you have email marketing implemented inside of your business. You've identified your target audience. You may have an existing email list or you're now building an email list. One of the things that you need to focus on is segmentation. And this is where you need to define your segments. This is where you're going to actually be grouping subscribers based on specific activities. Now, effective email marketing campaigns start with list segmentation. You can use the data that you already have to group your subscribers. So if you are a business owner who has an email list and you already have a list of subscribers or a list of leads, you can use that data to start segmenting the list. Now, why is it that we need to segment the list? We did talk about this on the first and even on the second day of the challenge. When you segment your list, you are actually going to be creating personalized and targeted emails to go to those subscribers based on their different activities. And so when it comes to segmenting your list, you want to use some of the following criteria. These are not all of the criteria, but these are just a few popular ones. You can segment your list based on location, demographics, interests, actions based on previous emails, action based on purchases, customer or lead type, or the engagement. So whatever is your criteria for segmenting your list or grouping your subscribers inside of your list will be based on a specific criteria. Let's take demographics for example. Let's say, for example, you know your audience demographics in terms of their age, their gender, their sex, their likes, their platforms that they hang out on. Those are some of the demographic information, the cities that they're located in. So you can use those different criterias to segment your lists. Right? And again, these are not all of the criterias. Again, these criterias will be different from business to business. However you want to segment your lists and basically how you want to group your lists or group your subscribers will be based on the activity of those subscribers. And so the second aspect of your email marketing strategy, and when it comes to automating your email marketing strategy, is having efficient workflow design. Efficient workflow design. And with your efficient workflow design, this is where you're actually creating a workflow or designing a workflow with the series of emails that will fulfill your overall email marketing objectives. Because remember, yesterday we talked about the email marketing objectives. Is it to boost brand awareness? Is it to increase sales? So this is where now we are actually taking those objectives and now we have to design a workflow around those objectives. We're going to create our email campaigns. All right. So efficient workflow design is essential to your email marketing strategy. And so I just give you two different email workflows. Workflow design. So you will have a welcome sequence. So the welcome sequence could have autoresponders. Autoresponders are like, okay, emails that are sent out based on a subscriber activity, whether they join from a form on your website, whether they join on a form from a landing page. Once they take some amount of action, it's triggered and they will get an autoresponder email. You can also have schedule or what we call broadcast. So from time to time, you see that the terms would interchange. So you can have scheduled emails that will go out based on the action of the subscribers, and then you have broadcasts. So broadcasts would be like weekly bulletins, or if you're sending your emails out over specified time. So the second workflow that you can implement inside of your email strategy is nurture sequence. And it's important to have both welcome sequence as well as a nurture sequence. So with your nurture sequence, this is where you're creating email marketing campaigns that give value and build relationships or build trust with your leads or your subscribers. And I did make mention of this time and time again that a lot of business owners have a tendency to not nurture their email lists. All right. So they have cold persons who do not engage with their content because they never took time to actually create a nurture sequence. So these are two of the most fundamental workflows that you can design when it comes to your email marketing strategy. You need to have a welcome sequence, whether it's autoresponders or scheduled emails that will be going out. And then you have to ensure that you have a nurture sequence, which are email marketing campaigns that give value and build relationships with your audience. All right. Now, one of the things I want you to keep in mind, I keep showing this chart over and over again. Thanks to keep forgetting to put the source But what your typical marketing automation process actually looks like. So we have the attraction phase, convert, close, and report. And if you research marketing automation process, the actual namings would be different, but I really like this chart because it's very simplified and easy for persons to understand. And so with the marketing automation processes, you have the attraction phase. This is where you're producing content on social media. And so your content would be to attract and bring awareness to your brand or your business. So those would be your prospects. All right. They are not aware of your brand. They're not aware of your business. They're not aware of your products and services. So the content is going to look different. And then you get them from the platforms that you're marketing on, and you get them onto a landing page or your website. And this is where you have clear call to actions, where you have forms. And this is where the conversion segment actually steps in. So they move from becoming onlookers to becoming visitors to your pages, and your call to action, your copy, the content that you have on that page will propel them to take action and converting them from being a visitor to becoming a lead. And once they become a lead, they're inside of your email list. And so once they take action on that landing page, or they take action inside of a form on your website, what actually happens in the back end is that with your email sequence, your autoresponder kicks in. All right. It's okay. You're telling them welcome into your community, welcoming them in. If it's to give them a discount, you give them that discount. If it's for a free resource, you deliver that free resource inside of your autoresponder. All right. You deliver on the promise. And so when it comes to the nurture sequence, this is where the close, you want to convert them from being a lead or being a subscriber to being a customer. And this is where you have to provide value. This is where you have to build that relationship, that trust, and show that you're the expert authority in your business, in your brand, and in your industry. And so the nurturing begins. So this is where you would have your focus for the month, and then you're creating email campaigns around that focus for the month and so forth. So that is in the next phase. And then when they do become customers, there are auto advanced workflows that you can create. And those auto advanced workflows would be, how are you going to retain them as loyal customers, as repeat customers? So that other aspect is after sales service. What does the actual after sales service actually looks like? And this is where we go into the analytics and the data, and really reading the data, and also optimizing campaigns and how we can better the attraction, the conversion, the close steps of the marketing automation process. Right? So all of this is all tied in. At the end of the day, it's all tied into your marketing automation process. All right. So email marketing plays a very important role in your digital marketing efforts. And so you want to determine what are the right triggers. All right. Businesses can have a large amount of different triggers based on their activities. Some businesses have so many triggers because they're offering products and services. Some businesses are just product based. Some other businesses are just service based. And so the triggers will look different. So you need to know what triggers will set off your email sequences. And this is important for you to know before you even step into your email marketing platform. You need to have this information inside of your strategy. All right. And so you need to know what are your triggers that are going to set off your email sequences. So for example, a trigger can be set if a customer opens the welcome email and click on the link. So if in that autoresponder, remember that autoresponder that you send, they did sign up, they went to your website or they went to your landing page, and they opted in maybe for a free resource or for a discount. All right. Now, that is actually a trigger, right? So, in the back end of your email marketing software or your email tool, you are going to tell the software, well, okay, if the subscriber receives the email, they opt into the form and they open the email. I'm telling the software what to do. And this is how you're automating your email marketing campaign. So I'm telling whether it's Convertkit or MailerLite or MailChimp, listen, if the lead opens the email and they click on any one of the links in that email, send them this email or tag them or move them into this sequence of emails. So it's really important for you to understand what your triggers are and have this outlined on paper. One of the things that I like to do is really get a large sheet of paper and outline what my workflow will actually look like. So I really want to know, okay, when they move from this point to the other point, what is actually happening between those 2 points? And I need to see the arrows and the boxes and all of that. So this is a good way for you to think, or a good way for you to use with regards to your triggers. And so a further example of a workflow. So if the lead subscribes on X form, then tag them as Y, then send them an email or enter them into an email sequence. And this is usually a typical example of an automated email marketing campaign. You are telling the software, listen, if they perform a specific action, do this, then do this. So it's a lot of like what they call if-then statements or conditional workflows or conditional statements. If they do X, then do Y, then do Z or Z. All right. So it's very important for you to know what your workflows are even before you get into your email marketing platform. Right? So this is an example, a typical example, and usually most automations are in this particular format. If the lead does something, either on a form, either they purchase a product, either they opt into your email list, whether they book a service from you, what do I want the system to do? Do I want them to be tagged as this particular service? Do I want to tag them as email lists or mailing community? And this is why it's very important. I'm going to take it all the way back to segmenting your list, because with segmenting your list, you can use tags. All right. Based on actions, based on purchases. It can be actions based on previous emails. It can be actions based on the lead's type and engagement with your content. And so it's very important for you to understand what the dynamics of automation and workflows with regards to your email marketing, right? And so we have covered basically what how you automate your email marketing. And this is very, very important. I really want you guys to get this done before you even start thinking about the actual emails or content that you're going to be sending out. I want you to really understand what actually goes into automating email marketing campaigns. There are a lot. And for a lot of business owners, this can be overwhelming for them. And I understand that. All right. I understand that. So this is why I'm taking the time to really educate you on really what are triggers, what are sequences, what are workflows, for you to get a really good understanding of how you can segment your list. And once you have your segments in your list, you can create personalized or targeted emails based on the interests of those subscribers. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is email service providers. And this is a question that I get quite a lot. Even recently, I got that question on Instagram where someone was asking, They have a business, but they don't know which email marketing platform to choose. And this is usually an overwhelming decision with a lot of business owners. There's so many options out there and they don't know what to choose. And even I did do a poll inside of the Innovatorgy community asking them what are some of the things they would like to learn with regards to email marketing. And this was one of the options as well. So knowing what to choose, what to look for when it comes to email service providers. And remember, yesterday I did expand on what email service providers are. They're actually, you can either say email service providers or you can say email marketing platforms or your email marketing software, right? And so the most critical tool of email marketing is your ESP. The most critical tool of email marketing is your ESP, right? And so you need to know what to look for when you are going to be choosing an email marketing platform or software. And this, again, is dependent on the type of business. It's also dependent upon the goals and the objectives of your business, your email marketing strategy, and your digital marketing strategy overall. So everything is tied into the tools that you use. And I really want to drive this home. Be very careful in choosing the tools that you're going to use inside of your business. There is never a one-size-fits-all software or tool, all right? And I keep saying this because what works for one type of business is not necessarily going to work for another type of business because the goals and objectives are different. The service levels are different. The products are different. And so I really wanted to break it up into two because I know most of the persons in my community, they're either e-commerce or they're service-based businesses. And so what you should be looking for when choosing e-commerce email marketing softwares. And these are just a few of the key features that you should be looking at. Now, I'm going to talk about this later on. Budget plays an important role when choosing tools. But apart from the budget, these are some key features that you need to take into consideration when you're researching and when you're ready to choose an email service provider. And so you want to ensure that it's an easy interface for first-time users or novice players, meaning that the platform is easy for you to navigate and you're able to move around that platform with ease. Because I know a lot of times when we come into a new software or a new platform, you would find that you start feeling overwhelmed because the interface, that first dashboard, that first page when you log in, you don't know where to begin. And so this is why I say make sure it's an easy interface. And the good thing about a lot of these platforms is that they're making it so easy for persons to have a demo of what the platform actually looks like. So you can view the demos, you can request the demo of these different platforms, and you can have a real-time view of the interface. So if you're looking at that demo and you see that the interface is a little too technical, then you seek expert help with that. If it's a interface where you know that you can navigate, okay, with practice and with going in, I will be able to do whatever it is I need to do on the platform. Then you tick that off as a choice or a feature. So you want to ensure that it's an easy interface. The next thing you want to do is ensure that you have pre-built templates. And this is very important, especially if you are managing your email marketing campaigns on your own. A lot of times when we want to send out an email, we are kind of blank. Yes, we have the email marketing strategy. Yes, we know what we want to send out. We know what we want to talk about. But when it comes to the actual design of the email, we're like, it takes us about 3 hours, and that usually happens with me sometimes. So as a rule of thumb and a good practice, ensure that platform give you pre-built templates or campaigns. that is geared towards e-commerce, especially for the e-commerce people. So with those pre-built templates and campaigns, you have an idea of the types of emails that you can send out, and you can customize those templates to the look and the feel of your brand and your business. And also it gets you comfortable with regards to personalizing and designing those emails, especially for the e-commerce people. We know that you need to always be well targeted when it comes to e-commerce. Another important feature as an e-commerce business or product-based business, one of the key features you should be looking for when you're choosing an email marketing platform is ensuring that they have abandoned cart sequence or abandoned cart feature. Now, what is abandoned cart sequence? If somebody starts the checkout process on your website, but they did not complete that checkout process, once you have an abandoned cart feature activated or that sequence implemented, what actually happens is that an hour after they would have left the checkout page or they left your website, because they would have started to input their information, an email can be sent to them saying, well, okay, you left something behind. Or you may have placed something. Let's say, for example, a lot of us, and I do it a lot. So I may be on Amazon and I'm seeing different things that I'm interested in, and I put it in the cart. Sometimes you will find that you will get an email from Amazon saying, don't forget to purchase or check out this particular item, or you left something behind. So that is what the abandoned cart feature is all about. And a lot of marketers will tell you they have seen increased sales when abandoned cart features are activated in their email marketing platforms. So you want to ensure as an e-commerce business or as a product-based business, you have abandoned cart feature. That should be your number 2 or number 3 feature that you should be looking for. Okay. Some other features that you need to ensure for e-commerce, my e-commerce or product-based people, is that your email marketing platform needs to be integrated with your e-commerce platform or your website. You must have seamless integration. And a lot of times, yes, you can go through third parties, but that in itself can be a headache. So when you are choosing an email service provider or email marketing platform, you want to ensure that there is a direct link or a direct integration between your website and that email marketing platform. For example, those who have their website on Wix comes with a lot of tools inside of it. So they have their own email marketing solution inside of Wix, and that is very good. But if you don't want to use Wix, let's say you want to advance or you want to step up your email marketing or your overall marketing automation, you want to go outside of what they have to offer, you need to ensure that whatever you're choosing, it has a direct link with your e-commerce site. If you're on Shopify, the same thing applies. Then the next feature that you should be looking at is segmentation. Are you able to segment your list? Are you able to segment your list? Are you able to use tags? So if your subscribers take action, are you able to tag them? And is this updated automatically? Another big important feature, and I think I should have put this at number 1, is analytics and reporting. Predictive analytics and reporting. Anytime you're choosing an email marketing platform, you want to ensure that that platform has good analytics or analytical tools and reporting that you can go in and you can keep track of your data. All right. Because that data that is being collected on that platform, you are able to optimize your campaigns. You can see what is working, what is not working, and you can either tweak your content, you can tweak your email marketing campaigns, and you have your reports to make key decisions in your business for the next month, next 6 months, 3 months, a year, and so forth. So one of the important things you want to ensure is that they have good analytics and reporting. And another feature you can look at is the omnichannel marketing functionalities or integration. A lot of email marketing platforms are coming with this omnichannel, meaning they have multiple channels or marketing channels that you can connect to inside of your email marketing or your email service provider. So if you're using Facebook, you're using LinkedIn, or you're using YouTube or whatever is the social platform, you want to see if you're able to integrate those platforms into your email marketing campaigns as well. And this is very good in the sense that you are able to pull data. You would see what are some of the campaigns that you are actually running on those different marketing channels. You can get that information coming into your email service provider as well, and you can get that in your analytics. So these are just a few things that e-commerce or product-based businesses can features that they need to look for with regards to choosing their email service provider. And so here are some of the ESPs to consider for e-commerce. It is not these are not holy grails, but these are just a few of them that you can start with. Now, one thing I want to make mention before I get into this, these features not only goes for e-commerce, but it can also go for my service-based people. You want to look for easy interface, especially if you're managing your own email marketing. You want to look for pre-built templates and campaigns, because one of the things with me especially, I use a lot of templates, and templates are very easy because they're already structured, they're already aligned, it's just like drag and drop, plug and play. So it's just for me to customize it to the look and feel of my brand, the brand voice, and the business. So templates are very important. So ensure that especially for service-based businesses, you ensure that they have pre-built templates. You have if you're a service-based business and you sell digital products, let's say ebooks, workbooks, and so forth, you want to also ensure that you're able to have abandoned cart sequences as well. It should be easy to integrate with your website. You should have segmentation because that is important for you to know what type of emails you're sending out to who in your list, and also with your analytics reporting and your marketing functionalities and integration. And so for the e-commerce people, what I want you to do is really understand that these four email service providers that I've listed here are just a few of the numerous amount of options that are available. If you're now starting out like me, I started out with MailChimp. If you are now starting out, a lot of persons gravitate to MailChimp or MailerLite. But when it comes to e-commerce, the email service providers are going to be a bit different. So you can use MailChimp. You can use Klaviyo, which is a marketing automation platform. All right. And if you're now starting out with email marketing, you can use MailChimp, you can use Constant Contact, you can use Drip. But if you're looking beyond the scope of really automating your sales and marketing processes, and you have the budget, then you can look at a marketing automation platform that actually allows you to do this across multiple channels. So Klaviyo is one of the platforms that allow you to do your marketing automation. And they integrate well with Shopify, because a lot of persons who have their e-commerce websites on Shopify, they use Klaviyo a lot. So their MailChimp, you have Constant Contact, and you have Drip. All right, so these are some email service service providers that you can consider for your e-commerce business. Now, one of the things I want you to understand, you need to do your due diligence as a CEO of your business. All right. Yes, I can give you pointers, but what I would like you to do, go to those different platforms. If you are considering to choose an email service provider, go to those different platforms. Check out not only the pricing, but also the features. Look at the demos. Compare the different plans. See what every plan have to offer. And does it correlate with your business goals? Does it correlate with your email marketing objectives? All right. And ensuring what it is you actually, what are some of the key features? You need to know what are some of the key features you need out of your email service provider. All right. And so for my business to business or service based people, one of the things that you need to understand, business to business or service based people, your tools are going to be different from the e-commerce people. Some of the platforms, you can use them. They can be multi-purpose, but this is why I separated and give you different options, because I want you to really think beyond where you are currently in business. And we're thinking, let's say 5 years down the line with regards to marketing automation. And so for service-based people or business-to-business people, you have Convertkit. Everybody loves Convertkit. And a lot of service professionals, coaches, creatives, a lot of people use Convertkit. And it's very easy. So Convertkit, you have Active Campaigns. And Active Campaign is actually a marketing automation platform. All right. If you're looking to automate the processes between marketing and sales, if you're looking to really leverage automation at that higher or that advanced level, then Active Campaign comes in, and they have a whole lot. A marketing automation platform is more extensive. When you get in there, it's like, where do I actually begin? All right. So when you're looking at a marketing automation platform, the functionalities will be different from an actual email marketing platform. So this is why I make sure to differentiate what is a marketing automation platform. All right. So you have Convertkit, you have MailerLite, you have Sendinblue. There's so many. Constant Contact, Drip, a lot of persons use different emailing service providers, especially for service-based business. People use Zoho, people use HubSpot, people use Salesforce, and all of these are dependent on the business and their budget. All right. So these are some of the options. And one of the other set of key features that you need to be considering as it relates to your email service providers is ensuring mobility. Because majority of the people who consume email, they're consuming it from a mobile device. So one of the key features that you need to consider when you're choosing or you're about to choose a specific ESP is ensuring that it has the functionality of the emails being adaptive to mobile, meaning that if you send out an email, it's not only tailored for desktop, but it's also tailored if somebody opens their email on their mobile device. And you can even think a step further. You can also think a step further as it relates to dark mode, because a lot of persons use dark mode on their devices. All right, especially if their eyes are sensitive to light, because most of my devices are in dark mode. And so when emails actually come in, let's say you choose a specific color in a light mode or with a white background, when it comes into dark mode, that color scheme actually changes. So these are some of the things that you need to think about when it comes to choosing your email service provider. So mobility is very important. Budget. I keep talking about budget pricing. We have this natural action when we are looking for tools. So when we learn about a specific tool, the first page we visit, we don't look about the features. we're not looking about the demo. The first thing we look at is the budget. And we're always checking the pricing. What is the price? What is the plan? But one of the things I need you to consider is that if you need campaigns, automation, analytics, you will need to consider that investment. So if you're now starting out, I always say start where you can, and as you grow and you expand, you can upgrade your software. Now, if you are looking to really leverage and see email marketing be effective in your business, there needs to be some amount of investment. So making sure you have the budget to invest is a major consideration when you're choosing your email marketing platforms. Because though you may choose a free 99 platform, there are a lot of key things that might be missing. Automation. You may not be able to automate. You may not be able to create sequences. So for example, Convertkit, let me pull that up for you. So let me give you a real-time example of what I'm talking about. Okay. Ooh, all right. So let me see if I can pull this in some more. And we are going to zoom in a little more. Let me know if you can see my screen. All right. So when persons are starting off with Convertkit, of course, they're going to come to pricing. Convertkit does offer a free option for people who are now getting into email marketing. It's all good. It's free. You're getting 300 subscribers for free. That is a very good deal. But look, when you start looking at the features, you can create unlimited landing pages and forms. You can send email broadcasts. You can sell digital products and subscriptions. You will have community support. But look what you are missing, especially if you want to leverage automation. In the free 99, you cannot get automated funnels and sequences. Subscriber scoring is important. Advanced reporting is important for your email marketing. So you notice in free 99, you're just limited. And a lot of platforms tell you what are some of the features you're going to be getting. So if I go over now to Creator at $9 per month, this is at the yearly. Let me switch it to monthly. If you're doing it monthly at $15 per month, yes, it's same 300. But here is what they're going to give you additional. You're going to get live chat and email support. You're going to get free migration if you're coming from another tool. And yes, they're going to give you automated funnels and sequences. But I'm not able to get my advanced reporting. I'm not able to get my subscription scoring. In the free 99, you can tag and segment your list, which is good too. But if you want everything, advanced reporting, subscriber scoring. So subscriber scoring is like, okay, for every time a subscriber does something inside of your email list, so let's say they open an email, they click on a link, you can give them a score, whether it's +5, +10. So you can actually set up a scoring. If they unsubscribe, you minus a number from them. If they didn't open an email for a set number of days, you can minus points from them. So that's what subscriber scoring is. So you notice you had to go all the way to Creator Pro to get advanced reporting, because one good thing about Convertkit, they give you reporting at every level of the different assets, like landing pages. You get reports at the landing pages level. You get reports at the forms level. You get reports at the sequences and the automation and the broadcast. So their reporting is very good. And then they give you an overview of what is actually going on with your email marketing. And so this is why it is so important for you to have these considerations as it relates to your email marketing or your email service provider, ensuring that you are able to choose correctly and considering your budget, your mobility, the features that you're actually looking for. And like I said, all of this is when you're actually creating an email marketing strategy. These are necessary information that you need to put inside of your email marketing strategy. What are the tools I'm going to use? What are the features I'm going to use from these tools? How am I going to automate? How am I going to automate my marketing campaigns? What are my triggers? How am I going to segment my list? Am I going to have a segment for persons who purchase my products and services? Am I going to have a segment for those who sign up for my newsletter? Am I going to have another segment for those who opt in for a free resource or a discount? So all of this you need to have inside of your email strategy. All right. So these are things that you need to consider. And so one of the most important thing that I always look at is customer service. Customer service is important. There comes a time, no matter which software you're using, even the most expert or tech IT strategists, IT specialists have to use tech support or use customer support at some point, because maybe a feature you're not getting, maybe there's something that is not connecting, or something is going haywire with the account or the platform, and you need to reach out to support. So one of the things that you need to ensure that they have good customer service. Are you able to connect to them via chat? Are you able to reach out to them via email? All right. It's critical to have access to the resourceful customer support team to help you address any issue that may arise when you are using the platform. There are some platforms you have to go through about 30 different steps to get to customer support. Some of them have that little chat bubble to the bottom of the thing, just clicking, waiting for you to ask a question. Others, you have to click different links before you actually get to support. And that in itself can frustrate people, and that in itself can cause people to be like, listen, this is too much for me. So you want to always ensure that customer service is also given inside of your email service provider. And this is why with Convertkit, if you notice, they give you community support. So at the free level, you can say, well, okay, I can go into the community, I can ask a question, or there's somebody in that community who may have experienced my problem or the problem that I'm facing, and they may have answers in there. Once you go into paid, for most platforms, once you go into paid, there's always live chat. Like again, some of them have live chat and email support. The higher you go in terms of the features and the packages or plans that you select, you can have priority as well. Priority live chat and email support. And so these are things that you should be considering when it comes to choosing your email service providers. So these are just the foundational blocks as it relates to your overall email marketing strategy. Understanding what you're going to automate. You need to also understand the tools that you're going to use. Yes, apart from the last 2 days, we look at your audience. You need to know who your audience who is your audience. You need to know your goals and your objectives for your email marketing strategy and all of that. But we're now coming into the meat of the matter, where we're actually looking at the tools that will allow us to run effective email marketing campaigns. And so that actually brings us to the end of today's live stream. So in today's the third day of our email marketing challenge, we looked at how you can automate your email marketing. And we also explore email service providers and what you need to look for when you are selecting an email service provider. right? So thank you so much for participating in this live training. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Again, if you have any comments, any questions, you can leave them in the chat or the comments section, and I will definitely reach out to you. Let me know what you have learned. What are some of your email service providers you may be currently using in your business, or the ones that you are considering? And so we can continue this conversation as it relates to building your email marketing strategy. I will see you tomorrow, God willing, in day 4 when we go a little step further in crafting and developing your email marketing strategy. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye-bye.